Hello there, Dr. Patterson Stark, and I wanted to talk about inflammation, the mother of all chronic diseases. And what does that mean? Well, inflammation is a natural process by the human body, and it's how we don't bleed to death when we take a nick or a scrape. The inflammation is one of the mechanisms that we use for survival. Inflammation is the way that we get rid of debris in the body. That's why we get red when we get a bee sting. Inflammation helps us repair. That's why we swell up when we get a fracture. Inflammation brings together the constituents to heal the body. But in our modern world, inflammation is out of control. And the reason is that our pro-inflammatory diets, our lack of exercise, our inconsistent sleeping patterns because of lights from the ceiling at all hours of the night, a number of factors that are upsetting our circadian rhythms. But with the attenuation of a water fast or a fasting mimicking diet, you can put to rest inflammation. The body has a built-in mechanism to cascade an anti-inflammatory effect when it's underfed. And this is what we do. So when you think about people who have inflammation, who are they? First and foremost, the number one killer, heart disease. That's an inflammatory product, creating endothelial vasculitis or hardening of the arteries or atherosclerosis. The next thing you have is stroke, hypertension, again, a vascular condition, inflammation in the arteries. How prolific are the artery systems and vascular systems? 100,000 kilometers, 60,000 miles of blood vessels. One half of your DNA is devoted to taking care and remanufacturing blood vessels and capillaries. And it's got to be done right. And when it doesn't, we pay the price. Our number one killer, and number two is coming up, cancer. Cancer grabs its foothold because the inflammation in the immune system is over-responding and there's not enough of it to go around. And we continually overfeed ourselves and we don't get enough time to clean out the bad inflammatory products. And cancer takes a foothold. It likes a high sugar, low oxygen environment. So it likes a couch potato, and it likes somebody who's munching on potato chips all day long and French fries and snacks and sugars and breads and crackers and cookies. Does that sound like anybody you know? 90% of the population does that. And while they're not evil for doing that, they've been marketed to in such a way that their hormones take over and they can't resist. It's a heroin type of a problem of addiction. It's a pleasure trap, if you want to call it that, as Dr. Goldhammer and Doug Lisle did in their beautiful book, The Pleasure Trap. Please read it. And so in this masterclass, we're going to take you from the beginning of stopping, getting your attention. You're not going to eat, or you're going to drastically reduce your calories and make your system turn on a system of gene proliferation and protection that increases your antioxidant loads to such an extent inflammation comes under control. We've had people in our course that have had arthritic pain that's gone away on day 2 or 3 and never returned. It's that simple sometimes. We have people that have digestive pain for years, GERD, upper digestive disturbances, gone away, never returned. We have people that had headaches, never returned, inflammatory vasculitis. We have people with angina, significantly reduced. We have people in cardiac failure on the transplant list, taken off the transplant list after a series of fasts. So my point is, join our next water fast. It's one of the best things you can do. Our community is strong. We support you in this, and we'll give you the science and the confidence to do this safely. See you there.